What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to CFL Central. CFL content for the fans, by the fans. Now, today, we are going into our Week 11 previews for the CFL's 2022 season. Yep. Looks like it's going to be a good week, as it always is up here.
The first week without the Bombers in it. The Bombers, after 10
yeah,
straight
and
weeks.
Also, the only week I'm in Winnipeg, they have a bye week this summer. Like, come on. It's my luck. Of course, when I have to plan the trip around my holidays. But way she goes, as Ray would say from Trailer Parks. All right, let's talk about this.
References, you've got them. So, we got our first game of the week, But first, before we get into that, we got to talk about today's sponsor, which is BetStamp. Now, BetStamp is not a traditional sports betting website. It does not offer you one money line. It will actually offer you many money lines from a variety of sources and other betting websites. So that way you can make the most for every bet you make. So make sure when you download it from the App Store, or if you use the link in the description below to the website, you will use code CFL Central, so that way they know that you're coming from us and you're saving money. So that way you can make the most out of your bets and get the biggest possible payout instead of whatever just your app will offer you. So thanks again to BetStamp for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it. So yeah, we're starting with the Elks versus the Red Blacks, and I'm not going to lie. This is the game that both of these two teams needed to happen. Both of these teams have 7 losses apiece. You have the bottom of the East and West.
The Tank Bowl.
The Tank Bowl. And so, yeah, you know, it would be foolish to say that this is what Ottawa needed, but not what Edmonton needed, and vice versa.
Exactly.
Now, I actually think that Edmonton has a solid chance of winning this game, as it is an away game. However,
you're ruthless.
The Red Blacks are finally. I'm sorry, Elks fans. I know I keep ragging on you for that, but like
win some games.
No, not some. One game. That's all you gotta do.
One game.
They need a home game against the Red Blacks. That's what they need.
Exactly. Preach.
However, Red Blacks as well. I don't know. Now that they got Arbuckle going in and he's playing a little bit better than Caleb Evans was, I think that Red Blacks have a solid chance here. It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't never bet money on this game because I think it's
way too close.
It's really close, a lot closer than the money line suggesting. Yeah.
Play the money line then.
Yeah, maybe play the money line for this one. So I don't know. Whatever team you like more, honestly.
Exactly, that's how I feel. I'm going to go with Ottawa on this one because I do believe Ottawa is the better team than Edmonton, honestly.
That's true, yeah.
And it's a home game for Ottawa, and I'd like to see them win a couple more games because...
I'll give it to the Red Blacks as well.
You know, it's Ottawa. I don't have no beef with Ottawa. So, yeah, I'm going with the Red Blacks for that matchup.
Exactly. And that will bring us into our next one, which is the Lions and the Rough Riders.
Now, this one is going to be a good matchup.
Yep.
I really believe this because the Rough Riders need to prove that they are not some middle-of-the-pack team, even though that's what we all really believe they are at this point. Yep. And BC obviously being second up there and will probably remain second for the rest of this season. I think this game will be really, really entertaining. I'm taking the Lions in it.
Yep.
Probably.
I think
would take this the money line of the Lions too, even though you're not looking at return or talking bets. I really think that's the best bet to go with. Honestly,
yeah. I think the Lions. Dominate. I think the Lions win this game. I think Saskatchewan really gives them a run for their money.
Absolutely,
on home turf. And do I think it's possible the Riders can win this game? Yes. However, there's a few things they need to do. They need to fully exploit the BC Lions defense. They need to just...
Which who knows if Cody Fajardo can do.
Is he capable? Absolutely. We know he is.
We just need to see.
However, is he capable of having that consistency all game? I don't know if we've seen it quite yet this season.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
And more importantly, they need to figure out a way to shut down Nathan Rourke. They need to blow up that Lions offensive line.
Nathan Rourke's going to have over 3,000 yards already.
Which is a lot easier said than done. I mean, we're talking about Fajardo, who's a solid quarterback, against he is the MOP. There is no way, like, trust me, there are a lot of, like, Caleros is good. No. There's no way he's even close to Rourke on MOP status.
Nathan Rourke right now is
I'm going to give this to the Lions, though.
CFL. Me too. I'm giving it to the Lions.
This is one of the most impressive quarterback performances I've ever seen in CFL history.
Me too.
Yep.
That brings us into Hamilton versus Montreal.
Yep.
Another, pretty crappy matchup in the East.
If you asked me a week ago who would have won this game, I'd be like, oh, I think Hamilton's got it. They're kind of on the upswing.
Identical records.
However, on the upswing as well is the
Alouettes.
Montreal Alouettes with a lot of those players' biggest wins of their careers. And I mean, if you saw the reaction after the win,
it was.
Yeah. Although understandably so, it was a massive win for the Alouettes. And one thing that I think Hamilton is going to completely struggle with this game, because the Bombers' defense struggled with this. Keep in mind, if the Bombers' defense struggles with something, you should be bloody concerned.
Exactly.
And you know they got some
Even
good
on
offense.
a bad night, you still got to
Yes.
take that into consideration.
I think the Alouettes' offensive line stands completely strong.
I agree.
Even against a team like Hamilton, which is a bit stronger on their defense than they are on their offense.
I agree.
I don't even think Hamilton. I don't think this is a close game unless Hamilton is able to.
Montreal's been
to
my
crack
team.
that O-line.
Montreal's been my wild card team all year round.
Yes.
I've been riding them a lot. I like this team. I think they've had some really bad luck games. I think they could easily be higher up the standings, just like how Ottawa could, and even Hamilton at times. But Montreal, I think, has something there. I really think they do, and it's not just because they beat the Bombers. You can go back and rewatch.
They play a lot better.
I've been talking a lot about the Alouettes this year. I think they play a lot better as a team than some people give them
Oh,
credit
100%. And it's funny because the Alouettes on paper,
They have flaws.
They arguably have the worst
One of
team
them.
depth in the entire East.
But they're playing well as a team.
But it's that. But exactly,
They're doing
that's
what
what
the
it is.
Bombers were able to do a
The
couple
players
seasons ago.
bloody communicate to each other. They talk. They figure this stuff out.
And
you look at Toronto, and
they
they're
have
killing
no
each other on the
chemistry.
bench. Like,
If anything, Harris being out for 6 weeks might help that room by the looks
yeah,
of things.
there you go.
But honestly,
Take out one side of the war, huh?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm taking the Alouettes in this one. I like
Yeah.
the Ticats too, but I think the Alouettes got some momentum after that, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Hamilton's
to see
just
them go to 4-6.
unfortunate that Montreal had such a good game last week. I'm
Exactly.
sorry I can't put my money on Hamilton here.
I think Montreal goes to 4-6 after this
Yeah.
one, so that's my bet on it. I'm taking the Alouettes.
And despite the point difference, I do think Trevor Harris has played better than Dane Evans.
Oh, without a doubt, Dane Evans just gets a lot of yards. He just is a high yardage quarterback.
For sure.
But no, that takes us into the last matchup of the week: Calgary versus Toronto.
Yeah.
I'm taking Calgary in this one.
I'm taking Calgary as well. Harris is out now.
I don't like Toronto anyway. I think they're mediocre as all hell. All their guys are, in my opinion, overrated a little bit. So yeah, I think Calgary's the better team, even though I think they're on the decline. That's my pick right there. No, not really much.
Yeah,
other
no,
reasoning.
well, it's funny because even in that Bomber game versus the Argonauts, you can tell that the Argonauts were having to kind of rely on Harris
Yep.
a lot to where like they'd go to the throwing game, Bethel Thompson would fall apart a bit, and then they'd be like, okay, we need kind of some good play, some good yardage to really reinvigate the offense.
Absolutely.
And
You
Harris
don't
is
get
the
that. You
perfect
just
guy
don't
for
get
that.
that.
Harris is the perfect
But
guy
he
for that.
hasn't been able to do it this season.
And it's like now it's like do the Argonauts still have that confidence in their running back core who is going to be playing this game to be able to really get those extra yards to really invigorate the offense to go back to the throwing game? I don't think
don't
so.
think so, yeah, but
And
even-
especially against the Stamps defense, because the Stamps probably have one of the better defenses.
And let's not forget
in the
they're
CFL.
5-3. The Stamps. They're looking to get some more wins on their belt, and I think this is one that they'll be
yeah.
really hyped to go
They're
into.
looking to
and-
close that gap with the Lions
They
in
need
hopes
to.
that the Lions will lose the game here too. They probably hope that Saskatchewan gets a
They're
win.
going to be riding on that Saskatchewan game a lot, Calgary, but I think Calgary takes this game.
For sure. Yeah, I think the Stamps do as well. I just think that Toronto's got too much going against
Exactly.
them. And yeah,
I think that's going to wrap it up, my friend.
there's not really much to say about
Not
this week.
really
to be
much
honest.
else other than the big news being that Harris is out for 4 to 6. But other than
Yeah.
that, that's our predictions. So I guess just to run it real quick, I'll be taking the Red Blacks over the Elks. I will be taking BC over Saskatchewan. I will be taking the Montreal Alouettes over Hamilton, and I will be taking Calgary over Toronto. And Carter, what
And
about you?
I think I'm doing the exact same. The only one I was a little bit unsure about was I thought maybe possibly the Elks.
Are you going to go with Edmonton?
No, I'm still going to go with Ottawa.
Okay.
But
I'm in
think
the same boat. I think it could be 50-50, but I'm just going to take the team I like the best.
That's fair. I think it's going to be like a 3-point game, though.
I
it's
think
gonna
it'll be close.
really close. And I think Saskatchewan gives BC a run for his money.
I think so, too.
And this is...
There'll be a lot of close games. It'll be similar to
Yeah.
last week. There'll be a lot of close games, a lot of fourth quarter action, I bet.
For sure.
Yep. So let us know what your thoughts are on the Week 11 previews going into this one CFL week. Excuse me. Thank you so much for watching this video from both of us. It really has already more than halfway through. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Make sure to let us know what your thoughts are and preview for the previews going into this week. Have a great rest of your day. Peace and positivity as always. Drop a like, subscribe. And we will see you guys next one. I don't know if I'll be here for it, but it's okay.
He'll be away.
It's okay. We'll have another one of these in September when he's in Vancouver or something like that.
We'll figure something out.
Something will happen. So thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed from both me and Carter. Have a great rest of your day. Peace and positivity as always, and bye-bye.